So here we are, back. Radiohead, first album, right? So you said something that this is kind of what people consider to be Radiohead before they were Radiohead. Is that
Yes,
the
but
idea?
I sense Radiohead in this all the way.
Okay, so I'm interested in that. Again, here and there, I'm trying to go back to the beginnings of a lot of these bands. So I'm interested to hear this, just so that I can compare it with some of the stuff that I've heard before. Um, Everything I've heard from Radiohead has been really inventive, um, really well written, well thought out, um, kind of pushing the boundary of what maybe the average casual listener can tolerate, as far as complexity in music and as far as chord progressions that are not the usual thing that you'd hear, on your average FM radio dial, so to speak. So I think I really just dated myself with that. How about serious, listening to like classic rock stations or something? Let me just shut up before I make a fool out of
Yes,
myself.
serious.
Yeah, yeah. So Radiohead, the album here is Pablo Honey. I know you mentioned that Creep was on this. I'm not going to review Creep. I have heard that song way too many times. So that is a Radiohead song that I am familiar with.
Everyone.
Way too familiar with. I hosted an open mic night at a bunch of different venues over the past few decades. And I have heard so many horrible, bad versions of Creep that it has singed my neurons in my brain to the point where if I hear it again, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be bad. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It was, I
They'll
think,
agree.
when it was written, it was probably pushing the boundaries of where music was at the time. So I will give it that due. Um, eh, Looking at it, objectively, like, okay, in the time it was written, it was probably, pushing the boundaries, and for a little while, it was probably considered edgy and cool, or maybe not cool, or maybe so not cool that it was cool. I don't know. But again, heard it too many times.
You would
And
have never listened to Radiohead if that was the only song you
Well,
ever knew.
let me tell you something. That's probably right. That's probably right.
For
Knowing
most people,
knowing
too.
that was the song I heard a million times, made me probably not want to seek out any other Radiohead songs. And boy, did I miss out. Maybe a couple of you feel the same way as me. That's a song that's a little burned out, but I will give it credit as being an interesting song and probably very, very cool for the times. Just too played out now. What other songs are played out like that? You can't go anywhere and play a live gig, and when you ask for a request, some knucklehead out there, what's he going to yell?
Freebird.
Freebird. Yeah, I got your Freebird right here. Um, it's songs get so burned out. So every band has a song. Do these guys play the song anymore?
No.
No. Okay. So it's not just me.
I think they would even ignore it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, like I said, it's not because it's a terrible song. It's because it's burned out. Anyway, so Radiohead, we're listening to Blowout. You said this is the last song on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't bring out the lyrics yet. Let's get the lyrics.
This song is great.
So this happens to be one of your favorites, huh?
Oh, yeah. On this album, yeah.
Okay, Blowout Radiohead lyrics. So this is early Radiohead.
I'm curious what you'll think about people saying this doesn't sound like Radiohead
Okay.
yet, because I think it does, so I'm curious what you think now that you've heard like 10 or 20 songs.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious too. Let's see what it sounds like. So here we go. Blowout Radiohead. Island. I like it. I really like it. I C minor 9, G to A.
Turns to stone. Everything I touch, I wrapped up in sugar-coated stone.
So, I think that song was cool as shit. I think that song was really, really cool. Again, compared to the other Radiohead songs that I've heard, it was much simpler as far as time signatures and chord construction. Um, and just like a lot of the other Radiohead songs, I'm looking at the lyrics. I don't know what the hell they mean. I like them though. In my mind, and nailed into my heels, all the time killing what I feel, and everything I touch, all wrapped up in cotton wool. All wrapped up in sugar coated turns to stone, and everything I touch wrapped up in cotton wool. wrapped up sugar coated turns into stone. I am fused just in case I blow out. I am glued just because I crack out. I mean, it just sounds like all I get from this is like frustration with maybe who you are, in the sense of who you are and your place in the world, or your place in society, and being frustrated with everything I touch turns to stone, in my mind and nailed into my heels all the time, killing what I feel and everything. Maybe a sense of disconnection with the world, but doesn't matter. I don't need to understand literally 100%. I get the emotion behind the song, even though maybe I can't put it into words. So I like the lyrics. The music, I love the sound. I love the recording. I love the arrangement. I love the simplicity of it. E minor, basically E minor tonality. What did we have in the beginning here? There was something. All right there. Okay, so we got like these E minor 9, these jazz chords happening there. That got my attention right away. Let's get to guitar. Yeah, this is my my non-custom shop. It's just an American, I don't know, performer or this or that, or one of those things like that. It's the guitar I bring out if the weather's going to be dicey. Great sounding guitar. Some kind of an E minor thing happening there. That may not be the exact voicing. Yeah, it sounds like it. Let's do that again. G and A. G to A. Nice. So, ooh. You had that downward. So you have E minor Dorian mode. And again, you don't need to know what Dorian is. It just, that's the sound. So those E minor. That really high. That's probably with a slide or something to get up the note that high, way up, somewhere here where you need a slide or something. A and C. So what is that? So you hear over the A chord, you're hearing. So major key, you're hearing a major 7 over that. So you have this A. Then when he goes to the C, that F sharp is kind of a Lydian flavor over that, and that makes for a really, really cool bridge. I want to hear that again. Really cool. I really love it. Really cool. And what do we have down here? Okay, this part of the song, is great because what he's got, it sounds like he's using the slide, which I don't have one here. I've got one from my lap steel, but he's doing a slow, like a, just kind of using a slide. But the thing about it is when you hear people doing that kind of ascending slide lick, they're usually doing it much faster, and he's going so slow that it creates a lot of interest. I love it. And it just goes and goes and goes, and then at the end of the song, he brings it right back down again. Really cool. I mean, come on, who hasn't done that with a slide at some point? But not like that. That's just really, really cool. So, Radiohead, Blowout. What a cool song. Did I mention I loved it. I love it. Yeah, it's a great song. Great song. So if this is early Radiohead, yeah, I'm on board. It's a great tune, and actually I want to hear more of this album. So everything except Creep. I don't want to hear Creep. Okay, just don't tell anybody. All right. So I want to hear every.
Spread the word.
I don't want. Yeah. So we'll take a listen to the rest of this album as we get into it. So anyway, thanks guys. I had a lot of fun here doing this, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.